everyone again. And as I told you earlier, you need to turn on your videos. So kindly just make sure your videos are on. Otherwise, I have to remove you from the meeting. Soumya, Ansh Sharma, Nigar Ansari, Aryan Bansal, Sajal. If you want me to take your name one by one, I will pinpoint you in front of everybody. I hope you guys are 11th class students, so you don't need a pinpoint every time. Ambika Mohta, Vaishali, Vasudevan, Kanishka. So make sure I don't need to take your name one by one. Just turn on your videos. Okay. So now I can see all the faces. Ma'am, you can also see video option or showing as a device. Okay, Aryan Bansal. Okay. Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday, we were doing the joint ventures. That is chapter number 3. One of the topic was joint ventures. And let us just quickly recap what we did yesterday. We were doing the joint ventures wherein we talked about Google Earth. If you remember, I gave you one of the example, that is Google Earth, wherein we talked about that the Google as well as NASA have combined, right? They came into one business in order to proceed on with this application, which is named as Google Earth. And now we are going to proceed forward with the benefits or the features of joint venture. And along with that, we are going to complete the last topic of the chapter number 3, which is triple P. So we'll get to know what triple P is also, right? Let me just quickly remove the students. It will hardly take another 1 minute for me to remove the student. Let me just quickly remove the students. And please don't come after me. Don't text me on my personal chat that, ma'am, please, now I will open up my video. Please let me enter. So Some, first of all, I am removing you from the meeting. Sajal. Done. Who else? Yash Arora. Who else is there? Because every time I cannot come up and say that please turn on your video. You guys are, big enough. You know what to do and what not to do. Khushi, Arya, I'm still not able to see you. You have a black screen. Better. Good. So, yeah, let's get started now. It's 1, if I'm not wrong, what is the time? It's 1:55, hence I'm locking up the meeting as well because 5 minutes are good enough for you to enter the class. So now you are good to go. Let me just share the screen. Fine. So yesterday we were talking about joint ventures and now we are proceeding on with the benefits of joint ventures. One by one, I'll be unmuting you and you need to start on with reading, right? So let's go on. The first one goes with, let me see, Ankita. So Ankita, I'm unmuting you. Kindly read the first benefit of joint ventures for us, please.
Yes, I'm done. First, increase reasons and capacity. When two or more business organizations join together, it adds to pooling of financial, physical, and human resources. This way, the new company so formed is able to face the challenges in the market and avail the opportunities.
Okay, thank you, Ankita. So when we talk about the first point, what does it say? It says that the increase in the resources and the capacity. So when we talk about resources and capacity, yesterday also I told you one of the major reasons why many good companies and why certain businesses they come on and get into joint ventures is this because they need to increase their capacity and the resources. Maybe I have a business and Namish has a business. I don't have so many resources. My business is a small sector business, right? But Namish's business is so large. So I want to have a joint venture with him. Reason being so that I could also have the similar resources as him and then we could earn certain profits. So that is one of the benefits also that we could get a lot of resources from the other business as well. And obviously, if I have 10 resources and the other person is having 10 more resources, so again, the new business will be having 20 resources. So again, it will be having an increase in resources and the capacity. Ankita, can you please proceed on with the second point, please?
Second, access to new markets and distribution network. When a foreign company enters into joint venture with an Indian company, such foreign company finds ready market to sell its product. Ma'am, screen is not visible properly.
Screen is not visible properly, Ankita. Is it visible
Yes,
now?
ma'am.
Let me just unmute you first. Still not
So,
visible?
it's visible now.
Okay, continue please.
When a foreign company enters into joint venture with an Indian company, such foreign company finds ready market to sell its product, which has already reached the point of saturation in their home countries. Such foreign company can get the benefit of channels of distribution, retail outlets, advertisement, warehouse, etc.
Okay, so now when we talk about the second point, what does it say? It says access to new markets and distribution network. Let me just give it with an example. Suppose I have a business in Japan, right? Let's not take China. Obviously, we know what China is doing right now. Let's take example of Japan, right? So I have a business in Japan, and certainly Ankita is having a business in India, and I think about having a joint venture with her. One of the benefit I will get is my product is already been established in Japan. It is very, very famous. But now I want my product to be sold in Japan, India. So what I'll do is I have a joint venture with Ankita's business, which is set up in India, right? So that my product can also reach to Indian people as well. And then obviously Ankita's business is already set up here. So she knows what are the channels of distribution, what will be the retail outlets, how the advertisement could be done according to the people's needs and wants, because every country has different people and different people have certainly have different needs and wants, right? So she knows each and everything, how to proceed on with Indian people. So now this will be a benefit for me because I will be having a new market and a distribution network, right? Wherein the person who is already having the business in the country will already be having all the knowledge about it, right? Ankita, please carry on with the third one, please.
Access to technology. When two companies enter into a joint venture, one company which has access to the technology can share its technology with the other company. This way, a lot of time can be saved, efficiency and effectiveness can be maximized, cost of production can be minimized, financial resources so saved can be utilized on the further research and technology.
Okay, so again, when we talk about access to technology, again, I told you, obviously, two businesses, if they're meeting together, obviously, they will be having their own technology. They will be having their own tech, people with them. All the personnel will be there. All the, their all technology, like all the machines and all the softwares, they will already be having. So when two companies are joining in, definitely it will have more access to the technology, more softwares, more resources, and again, obviously, my minimization of the financial resources will be there. Why it will be there? Because if a software costs rupees 15 lakhs for me and the other company is already having that software, so eventually I don't have to pay for that software, isn't it? So again, this will minimize my financial resources as well, right? Continue with the fourth one, Ankita.
Innovation. Presently, the consumer is more demanding for new, improved, and innovative products. The foreign company in a joint venture with an Indian company profits,
Just.
whereas effectiveness refers to
Yeah, this one. Go.
specialized areas who help in completing the process of production in the best possible manner effectively and effectively.
Okay, so when we talk about this one, can bring innovative products in the market due to possession of advanced technology, and hence the demand for the product can be improved in the local market. So when we talk about this one, obviously when we talk about innovation, every time it happens, let's take an example of Bonvita. Now it has nothing to do with joint venture, but I'm just talking about innovation in here. When we talk about Bonvita, if you know Bonvita, it is a chocolate drink, right? How many variants it has actually done till so far? It has taken out muesli variant, if you know. It has taken out the 5-star variant, if you know. So a lot of innovation it is already doing. Though the people actually love the starting brand only, the starting product only, but still it does innovation. Why? In order to capture the customer's needs and demands. And also it happens when you talk about joint venture, innovation is done. Why? Because obviously you will be having advanced technology, resources will be good for you. So again, you have the capacity, you have the tendency to capture a lot of market, a lot of customers around you in a very beneficial way. So it will be beneficial for both the businesses or 2 or 3 businesses, whoever are having the joint venture, right? Ankita, please continue with the 5th one.
Low cost of production. Due to the availability of huge financial resources with a foreign partner in the joint venture, the foreign company is able to produce the goods in large quantities to achieve low cost per unit. Can appoint specialized persons like chartered accountants, cost accountants, lawyers, engineers for the different specialized areas who help in completing the process of production in the best possible manner, efficiently and effectively.
Ankita, please read the note also.
Efficiency needs to achieve desired results with minimum cost and maximum profits, whereas effectiveness refers to completion of work in time.
Okay, thank you. So when we talk about efficiency, let's talk about what exactly in literal meaning, what is the literal meaning of efficiency? Now, efficiency means to achieve the desired result with minimum cost and maximum profit. That means जो भी हम काम कर रहे हैं, जो भी हमारा result निकल के आ रहा है, that will be out of minimum से minimum जितनी हमारी cost लग सकती है और जितना maximum profit हमें मिलेगा, that is referred to as efficiency. That is when we say this business is efficient enough. Right? And when we talk about effectiveness, when we talk about this business is effective, effective का मतलब क्या होता है? Effectiveness refers to completion of work in time. Effectiveness means if I have said that I will complete this consignment in another 1 week and I have completed it, this means my business is effective. That means I'm able to complete my work in desired time. So when we talk about efficiency, now why I'm focusing and emphasizing on these 2 terms, because it is very, very important. Further in accounts or in any other subject, it will come for you. Right? So make sure efficiency किससे related होती है? It is always related to the cost and your profit. Right? And effectiveness is always concerned with the time taken. Right? Now when we talk about the low cost of production, obviously whenever we will be having huge financial resources, what will happen? We are going to have joint venture with a foreign partner, with the foreign countries. We are able to sell our product in other countries as well. So obviously when we have good technology, and obviously this you must be knowing, जब हम एक product बनाते हैं, suppose उसकी cost 50 rupees आ रही है, right? But I am making the same product in bulk, right? Now when we produce the products or the goods in large quantities or in bulk, it is always beneficial for us, right? हमेशा उसकी cost हमें कमी पड़ेगी. So that is one of the reason when we have such vast markets, such vast, personnel, such vast, partners, or you can say the businesses collaborated with us, it is very, very easier for the cost of production to be very, very low. Ankita, thank you so much. Let me just give the chance to someone else for the 6th point now. I can see a lot of people, who have turned off their videos. So should I remove you? Is it good for you? Siddhi, Somay, Vansh Shukla, Vidyanshi, Pulkit, Pranav, Piyush, Paridhi. Every time I have to say this. See, I can take the attendance in between any time. And trust me, anytime means anytime. And all those who have turned off their video and still attending my class, I am not going to give you the attendance. Make this very, very clear. Because if I just switch on this table, whatever the figure is coming, and I see that this person has not switched on the video and I'm taking the attendance, please don't come after me that, ma'am, I was present in the class, but I had turned on the, I have turned off the video. So you won't be getting the attendance. Last call for Pranav Agarwal, Khushi Arya. Still, they have not turned on their videos. Okay, fine. So we have to proceed on with the 6th point. So I'm just unmuting Vidyanshi. Vidyanshi, just read the 6th point, please.
Yes, ma'am.
6th point, please.
Establish brand name. If an Indian company enters into joint venture with a foreign company which is already well known globally, due to its brands all over the world, the Indian company will have to pay no special efforts to develop the image for the product. Local Indian company finds the ready market to sell the product to be launched, and thus lot of cost can be saved.
Okay, thank you, Vidyanshi. So when we come up with the sixth point, this says established branding. So when we talk about an Indian company, it enters into a joint venture with a foreign company. Okay, so now if I as an Indian company have a collaboration with a, let's take H&M. Let's just take an H&M for an example. It is not possible. Definitely, it needs a lot of huge investment. But still, let's just take an example. So if I take a joint venture with H&M, or you can say just take Ernest and Young. It is a globally acceptable company. So if I take a joint venture with Ernest and Young, according to my accountancy, so what will happen? If I take a joint venture with this, Ernest and Young is a well-known globally, renowned company. So it will be beneficial for me to go on with my product selling or my business selling. If I sell the products, suppose I sell the products of washing, right? Let's say a washing powder I sell. So it will be beneficial for me if I have a joint venture with a globally renowned company. Why? Because they already know each and everything. In the last point, we already discussed that whenever a country is a business is being concerned in a particular country, and the business already knows all the things about the local market, about the channels of distribution, about the personnel to be hired, about the technology, about the needs and wants and demands of the people around. So it will be beneficial for me to have a joint venture with them. And that is again when we talk about established brand name. That means if a company, if a business is already so much renowned, so much globally accepted, so much famous, it will be beneficial for me or for any of the business to go on and have a joint venture with them. And also it will be beneficial in the way of rewards, returns and profits, right everyone? So here we turn to Triple P and we complete the joint venture, wherein we talked about what is joint venture, certain examples we had a view of, and then we are here to talk about the benefits as well. So let's proceed on with Triple P now, which says public-private partnership. So let me just give an overview or a brief of what is PPP. Triple P basically means public-private partnership. In this, what happens? Like in joint venture, I told you, a lot of businesses, they come up and they could have a collaboration. But when we talk about Triple P, it means one public sector company and one private sector company. Now make sure what I'm saying, just listen to it very, very carefully. एक public sector company और एक private sector company साथ में आके business करते हैं. That is referred to as Triple P. अब Triple P जो होता है वो for long period of time नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ एक project के लिए होता है. Suppose अगर if I have to make a certain bridge, okay, if I have to make Eastern Peripheral, if you know, Eastern Peripheral is a highway which is being made. So, okay, so for this, a private sector company and a public sector company, they came into a partnership for a contract, for a particular, consignment, you can say, for a particular order, you can say, right? So uske liye jab aap saath mein aate hain, that is referred to as public-private partnership. Now let's go in depth what it actually says. Let me just unmute someone. Somebody new. I don't know the name. The girl with the specs. What's your name, girl? What?
Paridhi.
Paridhi. Okay. So Paridhi, let us just start on with Triple P then.
It is a partnership between the public and private sector with clear agreement on shared objectives for the completion of government projects meant for public utilities.
Okay. So when we talk about this partnership, what does it mean? That a public sector and a private sector is coming together. Why they are coming together? To have an agreement on shared objectives for a completion of a government project. Now this, you should highlight this, that for a completion of government project, they come into this kind of a partnership. सिर्फ उस completion of project के लिए वो लोग साथ में आते हैं, इस काम के लिए आते हैं. Now example could be, one is Eastern Peripheral, I told you, the other could be DMRC. Anybody who could tell me the full form of DMRC? Let me see how much intellect you guys have, how much brains you use. Anybody who could tell me? I'm waiting in the chat box. Anybody who could tell me the full form of DMRC? Now DMRC you could have seen everywhere. It is everywhere. You turn out of your house and you see the boards of DMRC in work in progress. What is DMRC? I did not get any answer. Oh my God. Guys, DMRC is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. Yes, I got the message from Some now. So DMRC is Delhi Metro. Okay, this is when we go out and we see the board in progress every time the metro line is coming here and there. Okay. Yes. So DMRC is basically Delhi Metro. Now this is also a triple P wherein a private, a company and a public company are coming together for the, completion of a government project which is meant for public utility. Public utility का मतलब क्या हुआ? Which the public will be using. अब DMRC जो है, Delhi Metro जो है, that the normal people are using. We are also using DMRC. So that is a public utility. Okay. चलो, let's proceed forward. Paridhi.
PPP is an arrangement between public sector enterprise on one side and a private sector enterprise on the other. There is well-defined allocation of risk in the private sector and public entity. Private entity receive performance-linked payments that conform to specified and predetermined performance standards measured by the public entity or its representative.
Okay, thank you so much, Paridhi. So when we talk about this one, what does it say? That PPP is an arrangement between a public sector and on the other side, private sector. I told you public sector hoga or a private sector hoga, right? And why it is done? It is done for a public utility. When we talk about the payment that is being done, so kindly read the statement very, very carefully. Private entity receive performance-linked payments. That means the way they will perform, the way they will be doing the things, they will be given the rewards or they will be giving the payment according to that only. Performance link. Performance link का मतलब क्या होता है? Suppose if I hire one of this employee with me and I say that you have to just complete 50 orders in a day. Okay, so this is a performance link. That means the payment which you will be getting is performance link. That means it is dependent on your performance only. Right. So now when we talk about the private, how the private entity is getting the money, it is getting the money by the predetermined performance standards that, okay, every day you have to do this, and according to this, they are being giving the payments for the same. Okay. Let's proceed now. Let me just unmute someone. I don't know why the name is not showing. Just give me a minute. Ronak Malhotra. I'm unmuting you, Ronak. Let's proceed on with this one, the partners in Triple P.
The partners in Triple P model from the government sector include ministries, government departments, and municipalities or state-owned enterprises. The partners from the private partners can be local companies, foreign companies, businesses, or investors with technical or financial expertise necessary for the project. Triple P models also include NGOs and community-based organizations where its stakeholders have their own interest in the project.
Okay, thank you so much, Ronak. So when we proceed on with this one, what does it say? That the partners in Triple P, when we talk about the government companies, when we talk about the government departments, who can be the partners? The partners could be government departments, municipalities, or state-owned enterprises, right? State-owned means like Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh state, Lucknow state, all these state-owned enterprises, if they are there, they could be the partners for the government one. And when we talk about the private one, it could be, good financially sound enterprises or the businesses which are very, very famous, or they are having a lot of resources with them, so that they could have a joint venture or they could have a partnership with them and they could proceed on with the business project very, very easily. Now, DMRC, if we talk about हर कोई तो डेयरी हर business, कोई steel का suppose किसी का business है, तो every business cannot be a part of DMRC. The person who is in the DMRC will be the one who is ideally very famous, or the second one is having a lot of expertise with them, lot of experience with them, or third, they are very, very financially sound, they have a lot of funds to invest in, right? So let's proceed on with this one. If you see in this table, it has already been given like public sector enterprises, these are the ones, and the private one, these are the ones. Okay, so let's proceed on with this one now. I will read this example for you. So the example says, a city government might be heavily, I can see Ronak, Paridhi and Vidyanshi turning off their video. So should I remove you guys? Not interested in the class? Okay, so a city government might be heavily indebted, but a private enterprise might be interested in funding the project's construction in exchange for receiving the operating profits once the project is complete. So that means here the example says that हो सकता है, it could be possible that जो government है वो indebted हो. That means उनके पास इतने पैसे, इतने funds नहीं हो. But the private sector could be so much, financially sound that it has a lot of funds to invest in the project of the construction or the project of the government, right? Arrangements through Triple P are being used worldwide, both in developed and developing countries, and such contracts have achieved great success and popularity. India is not far behind, and according to the statistics published by the Department of Economic Affairs, Government of India, more than 1569 Triple P projects were either operational or had reached construction stage at the estimated cost of 11,53,916 crores as of July 2017. So this is just saying that it's not always कि जो developed countries है सिर्फ वही PPP कर सकती हैं, या जो सिर्फ developing countries है they could only have Triple P. All the developing as well as the developed countries could have a Triple P together. Okay. Now these are the major sectors under PPP. I would unmute somebody to go on with this one. I can see. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, there you go. Yes, proceed on, please.
Ma'am, from main sectors under PPP.
Yes, main sectors under Triple P.
Infrastructure, airports, ports, roadways, railways, health, education, telecom, energy, R&D, waste management, power corporation or distribution, water sanitation, pipelines, teaching facilities, stadiums, air traffic control, prisons, etc. Examples
These
of
are all,
PPP.
wait, beta. These are all what you have to just read out. Okay, this is nothing to explain. She's reading, just go through it very, very carefully. Continue, please.
Examples of PPP. Kunli Manesar Expressway Limited. Second, Public Works Department and MS Kalyan Infratech Private Limited 4-lane road project Maharashtra. Third, Yamuna Expressway between JP Group and Taj Expressway Industrial Development Authority constituted by UP government. Fourth, Akshay Patra Foundation PPP between Government of India and state governments to feed and educate underprivileged children. Fifth, Airport Authority of India AAI and GMR Airports Limited. Sixth, Food Corporation of India FCI and Adani Agri Logistics Limited. Seventh, Directorate of Energy Himachal Pradesh and Bhang Hydel Power LLP Bhang Hydel Power Project HP. 8. Rail Vikas Nigam Limited and GMR Infrastructure Tata Projects and Kalindi Rail Nirman JV.
Okay, thank you so much, Kanishka. So these were the ones, they are the examples of Triple P. I've already given you one of the example, which is DMRC. The other could be Yamuna Expressway, which you already guys know. See, learn all those, try to grab those examples which are very, very common and which will fit into your mind, like DMRC and this. You must be knowing about Yamuna Expressway also, right? And the third one is FCI, Food Corporation of India. So just fit in 2-3 examples which you will be able to proceed and you are able to fit into your mind as well. Okay, now the features of Triple P, we are going to talk about it tomorrow, right? Because already we have done so much for today. So tomorrow we are going to start up with the features of Triple P, and then we are done with this chapter. We are just going to discuss some of these objective questions or some of the questions which are at the end of the book. Right, everyone? So I'll meet you guys tomorrow, and just turn on your videos. Let's just have one more discussion what I wanted to have, and just stop sharing the screen. Turn on your videos, everyone. I'll take the attendance video as well. There you go. Pulkit Sharma. Good. So Pulkit, let me just unmute you first. Yes, Pulkit, where were you? Why you were not able to show your video? You were very concerned about your
Ma'am,
looks or what?
ma'am, I'm sitting with my family, so we are talking
So
about
you are
something.
talking with your family, then what is
That's
it
why.
to attend the class?
Ma'am, we are talking about a serious topic.
Serious topic, what happened? Tell us also.
Ma'am,
Tell us.
can't tell you.
What's so serious? I mean,